After being discarded by a dismissive avoidant, you might be wondering to yourself, did this person ever even love you? First, it's worth noting, dismissive avoidants absolutely can love. They are capable of love. It's not a personality disorder, it's an attachment style. That said, the real question is, did they allow themselves to love you or not? Because they were capable, and they still are. This is a person that learned that emotional intimacy is unsafe. They learned this in childhood. Their parents or their caretakers were not emotionally present for them in the way that they needed. They didn't get the love and the nurturing in the way that they needed as a child. So they learned if you rely on anybody for your emotional needs, this person is likely to abandon you, reject you, hurt you, and disappoint you. In addition to the neglect, their feelings were routinely dismissed as children, if not outright reprimanded. If they showed a negative emotion, it wasn't received well. The message was sent loud and clear as a kid. Your emotions aren't welcome here. So you have a person that learns to fear emotional intimacy, emotional closeness. Even though they long for it, they long for love, they long for connection, but they've learned that it's unsafe. So when there's a relationship that is healthy, they have a partner that's kind, consistent, emotionally available, that will trigger every fear in their body. Their entire nervous system will be on fire as that closeness builds. And that's why they will abruptly end a relationship, shut down, deactivate, take their feelings for their partner, and stuff them. They won't allow themselves to access their feelings. One of the biggest fears that a DA has is that they will lose control over their emotions, that they will love someone so deeply and then get abandoned and then get crushed. So when that love is starting to build, when that deep emotion is starting to form, they cut it off at the pass. They don't let it develop to a deep bond, a deep love. They don't allow themselves to bond at a deep level with their partner. They deactivate when those feelings are starting to grow. They're able to show up early in the relationship, during the infatuation phase, the honeymoon phase, because their fears haven't been triggered yet, and there really is no emotional intimacy yet. Early in dating, you can like somebody, but that's not the phase where you love somebody. That's not a deep love. That's just infatuation. Infatuation is not scary to an avoidant. They enjoy that. It gives them the dopamine rush, the oxytocin, the feel-good hormones that are going off in the brain that happen early in dating. They're riding that wave and they're letting a lifetime of bottled up emotions pour right out onto their partner. But then, as emotional closeness forms, those feelings, those infatuation feelings, start to shift towards a deeper feeling, like love, bonding, a commitment. And that's when they shut down, deactivate, and look for reasons to quickly exit the relationship. So this person is capable of love because it's not a personality disorder. They are capable of feeling all emotions. However, due to their fears, they just simply will not allow themselves to develop a deep level of love for their partner. They just cut it off before it gets there, and they do this as a way to protect themselves, to keep themselves safe, from abandonment, heartache, and rejection. So, yes, they cared for you. Yes, they clearly liked you, and the relationship was great, and they recognized that you were special, and they recognized that you were causing them to start to feel things, and that scared them. So they stopped it before it ever got too deep. Can they fix this? Can they learn to allow themselves to bond, to form deep love? Absolutely. But you can't fix them. They have to want it. And this would include deep therapy, psychotherapy with a licensed psychotherapist, an absolute commitment to change from top to bottom. Can they do it? Absolutely. But it's all up to them. All the wishing in the world And no matter how hard you love this person, that won't force them to change. They have to want it. You can't change anybody. People can change themselves. It's unfortunate, it's sad, it's heartbreaking, but it's not your fault. Don't blame yourself. You didn't cause their childhood wound.